Hello and welcome back to I'm on TikTok. My phone's not where it should be. Welcome back to the Concession podcast. My name is Carter, Chicken Teddy Gaming. I am a co-host with my fellow co-host, the Fragangamang himself, Jonah.
Yo, what's up? And
How are
it's
you today?
Fragging Gaming. Um,
Right,
okay,
the Fragangamang.
good. Well,
It's the frickin' Fragangamang.
TikTok
Okay.
sucks.
It does suck. So, immediately, we're going to start out with, we've been away for a while. We've both been busy. Move on from it. Okay.
Alright,
Hockey.
just
Starting
put it
soon.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey. Starting soon. Nathan Mackinnon. This is, hot right off the press of 3-ish hours ago.
Here comes
Nathan
the money.
McKinnon signs an 8-year contract, or 8-year extension with the Colorado Avalanche. $12.6 million average. So, over the 8 years, he's making $100.8 million. That makes him the highest paid NHL player ever? Yeah, ever.
Ever. $12.6 million AAV. I think that's like just $100,000 more than what Connor McDavid got. So yeah, that's the most ever. Like,
for
I
a
think
guy,
overall contract wise, I think Alex Ovechkin had like a more money overall, but his contract was like 13 years or 15 years,
right.
so had more money overall. But like Nathan McKinnon gets like the record for most, like the highest AAV, $12.6 million.
This guy, right now, this guy, I don't know if he should earn that much money. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player. But
he gets McDavid money, not more than that.
For winning a cup once. Not even people who've won, not even Sidney Crosby has taken that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ovi, who are arguably the best players of this generation, and they have not taken that money ever.
Yeah.
Why is this guy, who is a great Halifax boy, taking $100 million over 8 years? I don't get it.
I mean, I think he was supposed to. I think he was entering the final year of his contract. I believe he already had like the 7-year, $44.1 million contract he'd signed in 2016, and that was set to expire after this season. So he would have been a free agent. Yeah. And that they want to lock it out. And look, I think like if he went to open market, some team is going to throw that kind of level of money at him, probably.
I don't know.
But I don't know. He's not a player you would really want to lose in any scenario.
No. Okay. Great. Makes money. Move on.
There you go.
There you go. Breaking news. Another breaking news from the past day. There's been like 3 retirements in the NHL. If you can't tell, this video is going to be primarily based off the NHL. Might be a little short because there's been a lot.
It's been a lot from that.
Zdeno Chara retires after 25 seasons.
25 seasons. He
25.
He retires. And what? Like Keith Yandel retired too.
Keith Yandel and
PK
Subban. PK Subban
on the same day.
13 seasons. I don't know Keith Yandel.
I think I
can find.
I can't remember the exact number of seasons, but he just had like the Ironman
16.
record set, like most consecutive games played. I think it was at like 989. Actually, I don't know if he set the record or he came close to it. I have to
16 seasons. It's been 16 seasons he's played in the NHL.
Yeah.
Old guys, I wouldn't think PK would retire.
Okay,
that's
more shocking in PK's case, but I think he's been like injured a lot.
He's been injured,
and his play is kind of dipped in recent years, and he's like gone all over the place. Keith Yandel was like really bad last year, and he was like benched right when like he had like a streak of like 989 consecutive games going.
And Chara's just
yeah, Chara was like 45 years old.
Yeah. he deserves retirement. Now, those guys, happy retirement. Enjoy your life after hockey.
I mean,
That's
keep
about
Yale's
it.
case. He has a game streak, although he's gonna lose that because I think Phil Kessel's like 7 games back from like the most consecutive games played. And he's like gonna surely break it this year, I would think.
Yeah, I don't know why
It might even get to 1,000 games,
audio is
but
all
anyways,
messed
yeah.
up. Why is my audio all messed up? Do I not have any of my filters on? I'm going to be sad. That is sad. Anyways, I'll play around with that. Another thing. Quickly moving on from thing to thing to thing. I lost where I was going with it. There's a bunch of NHL teams now who have changed their jerseys. And one of the
Yeah, they got
the main
sponsors
ones,
on them now.
well, yeah,
Kind
there
of
you
like
go. There's every team now.
every team. I mean, like, is it? No, it's not really like soccer because like it's the main because the sponsor in soccer is like the main thing on the jersey is like is the sponsor, but it's like a tiny patch that's like on like the top left corner of the jersey.
Or
Uh,
it's right in the middle. Like it's a part of
Yeah.
the jersey.
I don't even know most of the sponsors. I know like the Montreal Canadiens already had RBC, and like they unveiled that once they named Nick Suzuki captain, and it was like really ugly. I thought it
Yeah.
was terrible. The RBC patch shouldn't have been there.
Well, yeah, that's
And the
just
Toronto Maple Leafs had one too. It was
Toronto Maple
Ontario
Leafs.
Dairy,
Yeah.
so it
So
has
it
milk
has
on it.
yeah. So it literally says in the jersey milk. Why not? If it works, go for it.
Uh,
I mean, there's just go for it if it works, and it blends in pretty
I
well
mean
too.
that's the last thing I would have expected. They would have gotten a sponsor. Like it wasn't. I don't know. That's not something I would have expected. Like the Dairy Farmers of Ontario was the ones who were going to sponsor them. Like it's not like a bank like the RBC or a huge corporation or even like some random crypto company. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they already had the big corporation because like what didn't TikTok already sponsor like the Leafs like helmets?
Yeah.
Um,
The NHL jerseys are soon going to become like the European jerseys.
yeah. Well,
Look that up.
so, yeah. But yeah, it's got like milk. But
Well, milk. We love milk. Okay. Continuing on with the jersey trends. So far from what I've heard, the San Jose Sharks, completely new jerseys.
mhm.
They're beautiful. I love them. I think
Yeah.
they've always had the nicest jerseys in the NHL, and the new ones now, they're teal, they're gray, blackish, and they're white. They just look crisp.
Yeah.
The Hurricanes, I'm trying to go off memory here. The Hurricanes, they are bringing back like their 2007 jersey with the warning flags around the waist. Great. Looks
Yeah.
good. Looks pretty good. And the Golden Knights are using their excuse me. They're going to use their alternate jerseys, the gold ones, as their like home jerseys. Now,
Yeah.
those ones aren't bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up.
Oh, here we go.
Look up.
Finally, I've been trying to find an article of like what every single team's like jersey sponsors are, because I actually
Wanna read
don't
them
know any of the other ones besides like the Leafs and the Habs ones. I'm just gonna go through. Boring. None of these are actually even that like noteworthy at all.
No,
It's
they're all
only like a
probably
couple of the teams, and it's all like it must be like all local stuff. I think probably because I couldn't tell you what any of these things were,
yeah. I'm surprised they
and
didn't
it's
go with
and it's only like 9 teams that have actually announced like jersey sponsors.
yeah. I
there's That's it.
I'm surprised they didn't go with the arena sponsors. So like how Scotiabank, like when COVID happened, when
Hmm.
Paparona came around,
Yeah.
the Leafs had Scotiabank on their helmets,
Hmm.
and then that changed to TikTok because why wouldn't it?
They got a sponsor from them.
And every team would have their helmet be the sponsor. Now, of course, most teams wouldn't change the color of the sponsor, so you would have someone like the Boston Bruins who have a yellow, black, and white jersey, and
Hmm.
on the helmet there's a giant green TD logo.
It's
But
TD. I would have been a
yeah,
similar thing with like the Habs, or because wouldn't they have like a huge like bell on it probably?
even
So
still, like, because that the color with that would work. But like, I know the Leafs had a
yeah,
red Scotiabank logo on it. Like, it just
yeah.
didn't work. Um, there's another thing I was going to mention. In October, I saw this. The
Hmm.
NHL will be releasing. It'll be October 19th. The NHL will be releasing the new set of reverse retros. So, for
Yeah.
those who don't know, I'm going to explain it quickly. For those who don't know, the reverse retros were a concept by the NHL to take old jerseys and remix them. So, one I could really think of right away was the Avalanche Quebec Nordique jersey.
Oh yeah,
What
that
they
one.
that was I think that was the most beautiful jersey to come out of that. I
Hmm.
want one. I'm not going to get one because they're expensive, but I want one.
Very expensive.
They turned the Nordiques jersey, which is primarily, well, the away ones, home back then, were white with like baby blue of the French. What are they called?
The fleur de lis, like the
Yes.
flower thing. Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
Quebec. It's on the flag.
Yeah. And their logo was baby blue, red, and black. The reverse retros were the baby blue with the fleur de lis was like a maroon, and the red in the logo was like the Avalanche maroon. The most
Mhm.
beautiful jerseys ever,
Yeah.
arguably. There was nothing wrong with them. And anyways, so
Leafs on
they're
ahead,
taking.
not that good. So I'm really expecting it was one of the worst ones. So they better do it better. They gotta do a
They
good
better
one
do
this
it.
time around.
I think now that they have black as a jersey, they're gonna like maybe take an old jersey. I would be okay with seeing them black it out and have
Yeah.
like blue out. I always love like a two-tone black in a bright color jersey, like
Yeah.
the Dallas Stars third jerseys. Everyone hated them. I loved them.
Yeah.
I thought they were nice. Fight me in the comments. I don't care.
It was mixed.
Any
It was mid. It was. It's not. There is way worse jerseys out there. I think.
yeah, like Tampa
It.
Bay's black jerseys that just didn't work.
Hmm.
That was black with a hint of gray.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Did not work. We're only 13 minutes through this, and I'm starting to
Well,
run
there's
out of
still.
ideas.
Well, I'll just take around and take a look and see what's available. Baseball
I'm
wise, I
trying to.
think we're nearing the close of the MLB regular season.
Yeah, I think we got like 2 more weeks left. The World Baseball Classic. Great
That's all
Britain
into
qualified.
2023.
Great
Somehow.
Britain qualified for the first time ever, which I didn't even know they played baseball. Surprised me. Good for them, though.
I'm
I
learning
mean,
that too.
good for them. Playoff standings for the MLB is looking mighty fine because the Jays are in a wild card spot against. I don't remember.
I'm gonna pull up the standings so I can explain what's happening right now. So, right now at the moment, Yankees lead the AL East by like 5.5 games. The Cleveland Guardians are ahead in AL Central by 4. The Astros have already clinched the AL West. So, and moving on to the wild card, I think it's Jays in the top wild card spot by only a game and a half over the Rays, who are half a game ahead of Seattle, and it's starting to shape up like it's going to be those three teams that are in the wild card. Because the Orioles are about like 5 games back, and the White Sox are like 5.5 games back.
Yeah.
And they're like the only ones that might even sneak in, but they're probably like there's not really much time left.
How many do you think? How many more games do you think that the Jays need to win to clinch the wild card?
I don't know.
Or even
if I pull the schedule,
5.5 games back from New York. New York has not clinched yet.
Yeah, I mean somehow.
Here's the question: is there a chance the Jays?
Just a mathematical possibility.
So what I'm hearing is there is a chance the Jays do something and win the AL East. The Yankees, they're all over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of a mathematical possibility. I mean, Yankees were like going on a little bit of a run, but it's like 5.5 games.
Like the Jays are playing right now. They're up 5-0 against the Phillies.
They got a pretty tough schedule. Like they got 2 games of Phillies. They probably should win both of them because Phillies were kind of like struggling heading into the series. But the schedule gets a lot difficult. You got a 4-game series on the road against the Rays.
You got 3 against.
They're realistically going to have to like probably like sweep them just to even like stay in contention. And the only hope is like maybe the Yankees slip a little bit. And by the time arrived at, they face the Yankees for 3 games in Toronto, and if they're like maybe only 3 games back of the division lead, and they sweep the Yankees, then it gets very interesting heading down to the end. Because I think if I'm just trying to go for the schedule after that, they play the Red Sox for 3 games. They should easily wipe the floor of them, like because they've done like that pretty much all season long, like totally tear apart the Red Sox. And then the Blue Jays go on to Baltimore for a 3-game series with the Orioles to wrap up the regular season.
Now,
it's a little bit of a difficult schedule, especially with like the Yankees, Rays, and Orioles. But the Red Sox they should easily like handle.
With the even the Phillies right now, like the Yankees are playing. I was just looking at it. The Yankees. It's on Sportsnet, by the way. Sportsnet app, good for you. The Yankees right now, their schedule consists of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Pittsburgh has nothing to lose. Are they just going to throw the entire time? Probably.
Well, they're tanking. So of course they would. I think the Yankees, of course they do. They're tanking.
So Yankees,
they get to play the Red Sox for 4 games, so they should easily sweep them.
Then Toronto, then Baltimore, then Toronto for 3, Baltimore for 3, Texas for 4.
So you guys they definitely have an easier schedule. They definitely have a much easier schedule.
Theoretically, they have an easier schedule.
So they should like win the division.
I'm gonna quickly look at Tampa's schedule.
Unless they slip up and choke.
I'm gonna look at Tampa's real quick. So Tampa has Houston for 2 more games, Toronto for 4. They're in Cleveland for 3, in Houston for 3, in Boston for 3. So there's a chance, because last night in Houston they lost 4-0. Is there a chance that Tampa just falls out and the Leafs could possibly, if they keep winning,
Blue Jays
play? I'm still in the hockey mind. Play the Mariners, who have come out of nowhere.
I mean, they're still winning. I mean, the Mariners should easily be in there because they've got like a paper-week schedule. Like to face like they're now going to take on the Athletics for 3 games, the Royals for 3 games, and then the Rangers for 3 games, and then the A's again, and then the Tigers. So they face only garbage teams for the rest of the way through. So that should be good. 21-year streak should be over.
Here's a real question.
There's no way they choke it.
Who do the Jays want to play? Do they want to? Well, of course they want to win the AL East. But if they win the AL East...
Let's just assume they don't, because they're probably not likely to win it, so let's assume that they don't.
We'll assume they don't.
Because it's unlikely they don't.
We can also assume that they keep the number 1. Just because I like playing at home.
Yeah.
Dude, you do it in every video game. You love playing at home. Who would the Jays rather face? I think Baltimore's still relatively in it.
They're still technically in it, but they're like 5 games back, and they did slip a lot.
So
Especially when they played like Toronto and Tampa Bay, and like they're 5 games out. It's gonna take like one of the free teams in it collapsing for them to sneak in. And technically, the Chicago White Sox could still get in. They're like only 5.5 games back, but I don't know.
Which doesn't make sense to me. But do the Jays want to face? We'll put Baltimore in there because there's still a chance. Would the Jays rather face Tampa, Seattle, or Baltimore? Tampa's going to put up a great fight. We know that.
Well, yeah.
Baltimore's going to possibly put up a great fight.
They're going to be a pain. They're just like a huge pain in the ass.
I don't think
I don't like them being good. They have, but not well. They like got totally crushed the 2 times they faced Seattle this year. I think the Blue Jays got totally crushed. I'd honestly rather see them face Tampa.
Yeah, and then they played in Toronto for the first series. Jays lost twice and won the third game.
And I think they got swept when they were in Seattle.
Yeah, then they got swept in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'd much rather face Tampa.
Yeah, but you also got to see how it plays out this weekend, or this week too. Because, where am I right now? Because that's standing. We're scheduled. Never mind. I'm losing my mind here. With Tampa, it is difficult because they've been on and off versus Tampa. Like, they've lost a 4-game. That's a 5-game series. They lost a 5-game series. They won the first 2
games. They
games.
won. It was like free too. It was like free. They took 3 out of 5.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it here. They tied they won another 5-game series, and then so they played them for 10 games this season. 2 5-game series. Yeah. Who can come out top of this? Because it's such a hard call.
To be honest, it could be close. It's almost like evenly matched in a way, but I know the Rays were struggling with injuries.
Who also
then again, they're always the ones that like they like find people like they'll just keep finding more people to like pitch for them, and it always seems to work out.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, might not even matter if they're injured a lot.
But who also needs to wake up on the Blue Jays? Because Vladdy, love him.
I think he's gonna do a lot better. I mean,
disappeared forever.
To Epstein still off the team. I think honestly, you could argue a lot of the hitting besides Bobichette needs to step up because Bobichette basically turned to Barry Bonds and the second September came around.
And Springer's been decent too.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
you all your big guys aren't showing up. Where do you go? Like, you can't keep resting on Chapman.
The pitching to like.
You probably could.
The pitching's still holding up rather well, but what if it like doesn't work? Bobichette can't do everything himself.
So I just saw a clip of Jansen. Who do you put as the catcher? Do you put Kirk, the rookie who's relatively hot? He's not horrible, but he's not. Why? Because he's the best batting average on the team. Kirk has. He is batting .295, but I don't think he's played in a playoff series. Jansen,
no.
If you remember 2 years ago,
he's the only guy who like basically the entire team shut down. He was the only one who actually got the memo. It was playoff time.
He was the William Nylander of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Also, possibility. I don't know what time. When
and also I should point out.
October,
I think the last regular season day is like October 6th, so probably like a day or two after.
Oh, the Jays are winning 6-0 right now. They scored again.
Oh, they're just totally tearing the Phillies apart.
That's what they need.
they can't really drop any games, especially if they're actually serious about winning. They at least really can't drop any games, especially
Yeah. There's also
against a team like the Phillies.
facts. Now, when playoffs come, and if the Jays make it, I have a proposition for you live on podcast, Jonah.
Was it?
If I can get 2 mics, would you like to come over and watch the playoff, and we can stream it, our live reaction
Possibly.
of the podcast on YouTube?
Could possibly.
We'll see. That's
Let's
an
see what
October
happens.
decision. That's an October decision. What else do we got here? What else can we think of? The NFL season started.
Mm-hmm.
It started last week. It is right now week 2. The standings, the Jaguars they've won all the games in whatever their where are they in?
I could bring up the
AFC. Yeah, they're in the AFC South, and
the
they
Jaguars are the only
100%.
team that's actually won a game.
Yeah, which is
they've won one game. Everyone else has not even won a game.
So far,
just
the
quickly
most
going
winningest
through
team is
Fire.
Miami.
Yeah, the apparently Miami is they I don't know, they had that huge comeback, and Buffalo's just been tearing everyone apart. And I mean, Tampa Bay Buccaneers I think they've scored only 1 touchdown in 2 games, but they've still managed to win them both. The offense was really slow and sluggish.
Yeah. So you have 6 teams, I believe, 5 teams, 6 teams in the NFL who have 100% win, or they're batting 1,000 right now.
100% winning record.
Yep. Right now,
undefeated.
It's Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants.
What? New York?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That doesn't seem right.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, and Kansas City Chiefs. So some of them make sense.
Okay.
Then you have the Giants and Miami, who just... I think they got lost on the way there. But then you have Cincinnati, the Bengals, who are 0-2. They are 0-2 in the play, and they were in the Super Bowl last year. Where are the Rams?
In the Super Bowl. I think they're 1-1. They're 500. I think every team in that division is at 500.
So, I don't know what happens because you have everyone's almost 1-1.
It's already basically. I think it's already too early to kind of make kind of extrapolate and see who's going to do well or who isn't, because you'll have that one time where there might be that one team that unexpectedly does better, and
you could have the Bills go all the way and it'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Also, the Bills it doesn't shock me. They should be one of the favorites for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. CHL, that's starting up in a little bit. Frankly, I have not watched a CHL game in about 2 years.
I don't follow it.
I don't follow it.
So I don't even know who to
I'll go watch the games. I'll go watch the hometown team, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey's starting up. When the preseason starts Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It starts Saturday. Leafs tickets are $34 for 300 level. Not bad, but it's also preseason, so who really cares?
Yeah.
And at a 1 p.m. game, would love to go. Sadly, I'm already scheduled out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when the regular season starts.
Well, it's usually close to the start of October, usually.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any big signings since our last... Oh! We didn't talk about this. Kadri. Nazem Kadri. Old news by now. Yeah. I don't think we talked about this in the last episode. Nazem Kadri signed. Going from the championship winners. Oh, we missed a lot of... We missed...
There's a lot.
We missed a lot of signings. Just a lot of signings. Okay, we'll do the big one. So Nazem Kadri
go off to Calgary.
Signs a 7-year, $7 million average contract with Calgary for a total of $49 million or over the 7 years. Why? I have no idea. That is a steal from Kadri.
He was actually pretty good. And like I'm still kind of bitter that Toronto traded him away for basically
you could
peanut for Magic Beans.
Yeah. Another Leafs legend, Phil Kessel, signs a 1 year $1.5 million contract with the Knights. He's still somehow in it. They better be serving Coke on the Coca-Cola on the bench. Kirby Dach, 4 years, $3.3625 million a year for a total of $14.35 million over 4 years.
Oh, and I just saw another big.
Wasn't he in some controversy? I don't remember.
I don't think it was him. No, but I think he was traded to Montreal for a draft pick and then got a good extension. I think the big one I saw was the Oilers signed Jake Virtanen. The guy who had the sexual assault charges.
Yeah, why? Well, it's the Oilers. Why wouldn't they? That makes the most sense.
They already had Evander Kane on their team, and hey, that was just...
Evander Kane. Also, I saw this. He's with San Jose. He's going back. They negotiated a contract, and he's going back.
He's going back? I don't know, because last time I saw it, I thought he had signed an extension, a 4-year extension with the Oilers to stay there.
Where was our last podcast?
Wait, no, it was a settlement over his contract termination. That's what I think what it was all about. Because you remember they terminated his contract over because he broke some kind of NHL rule, so they used that to turf him so he didn't have to pay any money.
Yeah, our last podcast was a month ago. So yeah, a month ago. Good for it. So we wouldn't have talked about Jonathan Huberdeau signing an 8-year. This is old news, you guys. It's fine. We're just not.
After he was traded.
Right after he was traded, signed a. Oh, he was traded after. Or did he sign?
No, he was traded before. Then he signed.
Right. So he
he was traded off to
8 years.
Sign there.
Yeah, 8 years, $10.5 million for a total of $84 million over 8 years. Not a bad pickup. He's. Oh, I was gonna talk. Okay, I know what to talk about after this. After we're done talking contracts here.
I will just say this: that the Oilers, they just need to bring in Patrick Kane, and then I can call them the prison squad.
All I can think about is I don't remember where it was, but the crowd ripping into Kane, saying with the chant "She said no." Tim Stützle, 8 years, $8.35 million for a total of $66.8 million for over 8 years. This kid said he would let his parents retire. I don't care if he's on Ottawa. That is respectable. Good for you. Is he worth the money that early? Probably not. We don't know yet, but good for him.
I don't know. Most of the Ottawa star players just walk away. So they want to lock him down. I'd rather not look at it. It was kind of. They had
really
a kind of depressing. Not a great. They're putting their chips in Matt Murray and Ilya Samsonov, goaltending wise. And if that screws up, you can guarantee them another first round exit.
Let's go. So there was a trade yesterday. Dallas acquired Nits Ludqvist. I'm butchering his name. That's fine. From the Rangers for a conditional first round and a conditional fourth round for 2023 and 2025 respectively. That was a news trade, and that literally means nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we can get away from sports now. Not really. We're going to go right back to sports. NHL. EA Sports NHL 2023.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now. I'm trying to find
Take it
the notes
away.
here. I want the game. I genuinely want the game. It looks good. The only downside is I don't want to spend $90 Canadian, probably about 70 American, for a carbon
$90? I
copy.
thought it's usually $80. Why is it 90?
Tax.
Oh, right.
For PS4, I don't want to risk it being the same. I want all the fun stuff. I want the new presentation. I want OV to have the chrome, the mirrored visor. I want the chrome domes. If I pay the money and I don't get it, I'm actually gonna be sad.
Yeah.
I don't care about the face scans. I want all the fun stuff. I want the light sticks. I want the presentations in the beginning. Let me have it. I've been asking, like, I feel left out because I don't have a PS5 and I really want one, but like, we can't get everything we want. But I genuinely just want to play with all the fun stuff. I want to be able to create a team and make their helmets chrome. I want to put a mirrored visor on Tendy, okay? He deserves one. Okay, ratings. Hold on, I'll see if I can find the... Why is it like that? Okay, so highest rated for right defenseman is top 10. So we got Cale Makar. We'll do top 5. Cale Makar at a 94. You got Adam Fox of a 90, John Carlson a 90, Charlie McAvoy 89, and Alex Pietrangelo 89. Okay, respect.
Yeah.
Not bad. Left defenseman Roman Josi 93. I don't know why, but go you. Victor Hedman 93, Devin Towes 88, Morgan Riley 88, Miro Heiskanen 88. So big drop from Victor Hedman to Devin Taves. Go you guys. I'll see if I can find. There we go. So they haven't given out top 10 centers, but they have given out the wingers too. So for left wingers, it's Jonathan Huberdeau at a 92, Panarin at a 92, Ovi at a 92, Marchand at a 91, and Kaprizov at a 91. How is Ovi a 92 and not higher? I have no idea.
I don't get it, unless it's like they're just downgrading him just because he's like old.
EA Sports.
Because I think that's something because it's EA Sports. They've done. I think they've done it with other games. Like they just downgrade players just for simply being old.
EA Sports. It's in the age. Top 10 right wings. Number 1, Mr. She Said No himself, Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane has 93. Kucherov a 92. Mikko Rantanen a 91. Pasternak 91. Mitch Marner 90. That's actually pretty respectable. Maybe Kucherov would be a 93. I don't think Patrick Kane would be a 93. I think drop him down a little bit, but other than that, it all makes sense. They haven't given out centers yet, which I don't know when they're doing that, but it's EA Sports, and nobody knows what they're doing over there. And anytime. So this is our little chance to give out our rankings on where we think EA Sports is going to put their athletes for centers. So Jonah, would you like to take it away? We'll do top 5.
I'll let you actually go first.
Me first? Okay. So I think top 5, number 1, he's going to have an 84 rating, Connor McDavid. Makes sense. That makes sense enough, right?
Yeah.
Second off, I think will be oh my god. We just talked about him. What's his face? Who just signed the
Nate McKinnon.
Yes, McKinnon, probably at a 93. Matthews at a 93. Crosby at a 92. And one more who's I'm trying to think of centers. Like high.
I can
I
probably say so. Like I would go with if I'll do my top, I think like McDavid's probably gonna be like 94, and I'm gonna say Matthews and McKinnon are both gonna be 94 as well. I don't know. I'm more
mm,
bullish. Crosby's probably gonna be like a 92, 91, and I think Draisaitl's probably gonna be somewhere around there as well.
I forgot about Draisaitl. Or
So
Stamkos,
top
maybe
five,
Stamkos too.
yeah, probably up. I'd say maybe like a 90 or 89.
90. Yeah, I could see that. They also haven't given out goalies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think we all know what's his face from Tampa.
Andre
He's gonna be the highest.
Vasilevsky.
Yeah,
Yep,
Vasilevsky,
he's
Mr.
gotta
Him.
be.
He's gonna be high. Carey Price is probably gonna be high. I mean, actually, maybe
Not
not. Maybe.
anymore. Isn't his career? His
Well,
career's probably finished. I don't know if you heard what's happening with him, but like I thought he was
no
like
idea.
he got like badly injured. He probably's not going to play at all this year. If not, maybe never again.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think Igor Shesterkin and New York Rangers. He should be like very, very high as well. Vesson Trophy winner, Hart Trophy finals last year. Um, couple other good options, but Vasilevsky's easily going to be at the top.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like they got their own rules. I don't think I've ever played an NHL game before, so I don't know like how it works. But I assume it's probably a lot similar to like FIFA. Like they'll make like bizarre changes just for the sake of them, almost.
Yeah, it'll literally be. Are you playing well? Yes. Oh, you get a higher rating, maybe 1 or 2. Are you playing bad? Yeah. To 76.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much what it is for EA Sport or for MLB, like the show.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's Vladdy's like an 82.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is sending me emails. I'm that important. That's all I hear.
But just go through another thing. Oh, I wanted to point this out. So I think Nike had just unveiled the jerseys for the upcoming World Cup. And what was the stupid thing? Oh, I just want to point out is that like for Canada, which is in the World Cup for the first time in 36 years, it didn't get a new jersey. The one that they showed is actually the exact same jerseys that they already use.
That's the most Nike thing I've heard.
Whereas like every other team got like these sick ass jerseys that or like new for the tournament, but Canada just gets the same dumb shit like that they already wear. They didn't even make a new one.
Yeah, because Canada is literally just red and white, nothing to it. It's boring as hell.
That's the standard thing. Like if you look, but then you go around and look at like France or Portugal, what they got.
France, I like the white kits. Nice. Portugal, the white. The red's not like the home, like the color.
Yeah.
But the white, I feel like the white's gonna be my favorite. Never mind. I just saw the USA one. The blues. Good.
I mean, they say one second. I mean, like
Croatia?
fuck. I saw they.
Their blues are nice. Netherlands, their gold tie dyes. Those are nice.
They got the
Poland's
orange. I mean,
boring.
I mean, they even update jerseys for teams that aren't even actually in the tournament.
Yeah,
like Turkey and like Turkey. Well, no, Saudi Arabia's actually in it, and they got like, come on, fuck on Saudi Arabia. I mean, I mean, like they gave jersey updates to like New Zealand and Turkey, even though neither of those countries are actually even in the World Cup. And like, and like of all the teams out there, like all got like sick jersey updates, but Canada. I don't know why. That was stupid, very stupid. But I think the tournament's in November. I might talk more about it once it gets closer to that.
Yeah.
Make the predictions once we're actually closer to it.
I have heartbreaking news. Post Malone forward for the St. Louis Blues. Upper body injury. If you don't know the story, Post Malone was playing in St. Louis at his concert, where he was
and he had
on
the
a little
Blues
mini
jersey
stage.
on.
He had a blue jersey on with his number and whatever. playing on a little mini stage, and I guess there was steps or something that led from the stage up, and there was a door, like a little trap door that was supposed to close. It never closed, so he unknowingly stepped into the unclosed door, and he like bruised his ribs. Like he got checked out by the doctors that were there, bruised his ribs, and continued the concert. Like, what a trooper.
Yeah.
Like, ow, first off, but like, what a guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to check every little post. I'm trying to see what I can find for something. Unless we want to call it here, which, so be it. We can call it here. 45 minutes.
I mean, how long? I mean, sure. I honestly can't really think of anything else to talk about just
bar
yet.
Down, TSN bar down.
Oh.
Posted. Which non-hockey athlete? Or you can go first.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, going back earlier to like the Canada men's national soccer team. I think they do play like 2 matches, like in just a couple of days. They play both Qatar and then later Uruguay, who are both in the World Cup, and I think based on how it goes, it's kind of give a good indication of like how well they'll do. I'll see, because like they've basically played North American teams and they did pretty well. Like they even beat like Mexico and America, which are like usually the 2 best teams in North America. But now they're going to be playing teams that are outside North America for the first time. Uruguay's very good. Qatar's a host country, so we'll have to see.
Wow, they're gonna win.
How they play.
They have to.
Yeah,
they have to.
Although apparently for whatever reason they're playing the matches in Austria, which I thought was like very weird. Like, why are they playing them? They're playing them all the way over there.
Probably a neutral ground.
It's a neutral venue, but they chose Austria of all countries. So yeah, neutral venue in Europe.
Anyways,
as much as I'll say,
you weird looking soccer uniforms over there in now Europe, not Qatar. TSM Bar Down posted which non-hockey athlete would succeed in the NBA or the NHL. Steve Nash, because he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking at the comments. Someone said Steve Nash, but there's a lot of people saying no one. Someone said the Watt brothers. I don't know why I say it weird. Jalen Ramsey, Bo Jackson, Tom Glavine. But actually, I really think no one could. There's probably
honestly, I don't know, because like I don't know. I'd say it'll be difficult just because like a lot, like like the people who play like multiple sports. You don't ever see anyone play hockey in some other sport. So that question actually that question's very difficult to answer. Like you'll have a number of people who play both like football and baseball. Your Bo Jacksons or your Deion Sanders, or even recently Kyler Murray. I mean Russell Wilson. To name a few, but it's just mostly those. It's usually baseball and football. You don't really hear about people playing like hockey and other sports. So that question's actually not an easy one to answer.
No, why would it be? What else? What else is new? Nothing is easy. Well, do you think we can end it here? Nothing else to talk about? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. I know this was kind of a thrown together podcast. Well, that's how we roll. Based off news and like stupid stuff, we roll by that. I don't know what we're going to do in the future. Maybe we could do some sort of live stream. Oh, you got news?
Oh, I got one thing. I was just looking it up, and apparently Tom Glavine, I think the name flew around because he was actually drafted by the Los Angeles Kings in 1984, but chose to play baseball instead. So
what a guy.
He was good enough that he got drafted by the Los Angeles Kings NHL, although he chose baseball. But yeah, so that's probably why that name popped up.
What a guy. Anyways, Tom Glavine, good for you. You could have made it pro in hockey. You decided not to. So thank you so much for watching. Jonah, any last remarks?
No, that's it now.
That's all from you. Well,
Mm-hmm.
thank you guys. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Concession Stand Podcast. Bye.
I.